very late with this one, but the plot has thickened in a way one can only say, "Wow, is this what really happened?" Was it good? Well, it was okay. I once said I will give this series a chance of reviewing it, and I do think it has gone better. However, given from what I read of the latest Raws, I'm beginning to say it's not going to be much enjoyable as much as anymore. But of course, that doesn't mean I will stop review it. I will review it as much as I can. But it's revealed, or at least confirmed now, that Giovanni, the third Brigade, because hi for those who are watching, it's the Angry Enemy Fan, the Despair Reviewer, bringing you Fire Brigade of Flames, Chapter 5, 57. It's discovered that Giovanni did not just dress up his third brigade as the Preacher followers, because he is indeed a follower of the Preacher. And he decides to capture Shinra for the Preacher, revealing that he has his robotic arm is apparently able to move around thanks to fire second generation. Shinra tries to run off of it and realizes this actually cannot be stopped that easily because it can burn off anything. But Giovanni managed to corner him in a surprise attack and knocks him out with a 200 million volt. With knocking out Giovanni begins to gloat. I mean, I gotta say, I really dislike that guy. He's a typical arrogant, insufferable genius kind of guy. And he's even a bit, even though I'm a poet, his poetism is a little bit getting under my skin. Saying something like, "Is the enemy behind the tree? If not, what's my next move? How am I up against? Should I better opportunity? You didn't ask these questions, which is why you lost." That well, later on, the back to Arthur fights. Arthur is still being Arthur this. So the fire illusion guys creates an illusion, and suddenly Arthur who looks just like Arthur, and Arthur wonders, who is that man? And it's you. As he looks down, he actually seems to realize finally that thingy on his dick is actually a donkey, not a horse. Oh man, I don't know if it is funny or just plain simple annoyingly idiotic of Arthur's thing. And when he realizes it's a robot, he loses his actual will to fight. So well, he gets knocked out, but Arthur is still adamant to fight. But back on the field, Giovanni mentions that the Preacher is not only looking for the Adora burst, because they're actually the reason why he's constantly present Vulcan is not because Vulcan is a technical genius, it's because he somehow has a key. And then but Vulcan says he can be a distraction, but Lisa says not. Why are you still hiding? But so Vulcan mentions, he has mentioned many times he has not been able to forgive Hajima. But apparently it's not just because Hajima turned his family into flame people. It's apparently because they stole a technique. Because they're ones who invented the Amaterasu, the fire brigade, the fire generator, the one that holds the Adora burst, was actually the ancestors of Vulcan, which means that Vulcan has become even more important to the story than originally thought. We thought he was just a genius inventor with a guy who was the key of giving a new hope to the future. No, turns out he is the guy that can do that, if he has that answer. But a key, don't really sure what that key is. And just to be saying, I am I've watched the Raw of the next chapter, and I have to say I'm actually a bit disappointed. Did that really have to happen? But I'll see but I'll tell you about it in the other review, and when that chapter gets translated. Either all, give me your thoughts if you have any.